guys, it's slow as hell. It's inefficient. It's expensive. And generally speaking, it doesn't serve the needs of hundreds of millions of people around the world. You know, people that don't have our balance sheet, people who don't have the Trump last name, people who don't have our assets, people who don't have the advantages that we have as a family, they have no competitive advantage. They have no capital. Individuals around the world have been left behind by the millions. The traditional banking system is ratcheted. It's vulnerable to manipulation. It's failed the modern world.
Eric Trump has made it clear that the Trump administration views cryptocurrency as the future of finance and innovation. His statements at the Gulf Bitcoin conference in Abu Dhabi underline this ambition.
Well, I've been a big fan of crypto for a long time, and so has my father. And I think he realizes that every country in the world is embracing it, and people are running. I mean, look at where we are right now in Abu Dhabi. I mean, they're putting billions of dollars into crypto, into kind of digital technologies, and if we don't do it as America, we're going to be left behind. And he wants to make America the crypto capital of the world. He's been very, very clear with that, and I applaud that.
Eric's remarks highlight a critical flaw in the current financial system: inefficiency. From lengthy loan approvals to slow-moving bureaucracies, traditional banking is increasingly being outpaced by the agility of blockchain technology. By streamlining processes, cryptocurrencies have the potential to revolutionize finance, making it faster and more accessible for millions of people. This vision for transformation is accompanied by a strong push for regulation, something Eric emphasized.
The people in the crypto industry are frustrated that no one's ever put together a sensible plan as to how to regulate an industry. They're fine with regulation, but they just want guidelines, and they've said that. And the problem is you see so many companies that have been so unfairly treated, right? So many lawsuits, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, people attacked, companies attacked, and they're just saying, just give us, give us the rules of the road, and we'll obey them. And by the way, if you give us the rules of the road, chances are the rest of the world will follow. And so I think sensible regulation makes a lot of sense. And
this call for sensible regulation reflects a broader need for clarity and fairness in the crypto space. Without clear guidelines, innovation risks being stifled, and businesses remain vulnerable to arbitrary legal challenges. The Trump administration's commitment to creating a transparent regulatory framework could provide the stability and predictability needed for the industry to thrive. Michael Saylor, executive chairman of MicroStrategy, echoed this optimism while framing Bitcoin as a once-in-a-generation opportunity for the U.S.
If you think about the Louisiana Purchase, California, and Alaska, we paid $40 million to buy 75% of the United States. Nobody remembers the $40 million. But if you know where the money's going, you should buy the property, buy the future. And in this case, the Lummis plan calls for 1 million Bitcoin acquisition. That's worth $16 trillion to the country.
Saylor's analogy underscores the strategic importance of Bitcoin as a long-term investment. By acquiring a significant share of the Bitcoin network, the U.S. could solidify its position as a global financial leader and unlock trillions of dollars in value. Eric Trump also shared a powerful anecdote about Bitcoin's recent milestone.
When I called my father last week at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday, does anybody know what happened that day? We hit 100,000. We hit 100,000. And a bunch of the people in this room were blowing me up. They were sending me tweets, and then I called my father up and I go, Pops, we just reached the moment that everybody was waiting for. Bitcoin hit 100,000.
This anecdote reflects not just enthusiasm, but a belief that Bitcoin's rise represents a broader financial revolution. For Eric, Bitcoin is more than a speculative asset. It's a symbol of freedom and innovation in an increasingly digital world. Even with this optimism, Eric acknowledged that adoption is not without its challenges. He touched on the resistance to new technologies.
I truly believe that this is the beginning of a financial revolution, not just in America, but truly around the world. As a guy who runs a big real estate company, I think about how I want to safeguard treasury in our company, how I want to invest, how I want to hedge risk. How I want to transfer funds, how I want to pay vendors, right? How I want to collect funds from tenants and people who pay rent and the people who stay at our hotels. It's a shift in how companies like ours receive money.
This evolution reflects a broader trend. As institutions recognize the inefficiencies of traditional finance, from its high costs to its outdated systems, they're increasingly turning to cryptocurrency as a viable and transformative alternative. Eric concluded with a sweeping vision for the future of finance.
I truly believe in the coming decades that this is going to become the cornerstone of the modern global financial system. It'll be used to safeguard your wealth. And make no mistake about it, guys, we as a family, and my father in office, we're going to lead the charge doing this. We're going to lead the charge in every single way. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to all the people who have made a fortune off of this technology because you saw it early. Our best days are ahead.
As we've seen, the Trump administration's vision for cryptocurrency is as ambitious as it is transformative. Eric Trump highlighted the inefficiencies of the traditional banking system, from its slow processes to its inability to serve millions around the world effectively. Bitcoin, with its instantaneous transactions and decentralized nature, promises to change that. The push for sensible regulation, as Eric emphasized, isn't about restricting innovation, but about creating a framework that allows it to thrive. Michael Saylor's analogy to historic investments like the Louisiana Purchase reminds us of the long-term gains that come from bold decisions. The plan to integrate Bitcoin into the U.S. Treasury signals a seismic shift in how we view finance, with the potential to unlock trillions of dollars in value. As Eric himself stated,
as a guy who runs a big real estate company, I think about how I want to safeguard treasury in our company, how I want to invest, how I want to hedge risk, how I want to transfer funds, how I want to pay vendors, right? How I want to collect funds from tenants and people who pay rent and the people who stay at our hotels. It's a shift in how companies like ours receive money.
This insight reflects the transformative impact Bitcoin could have not only on individual businesses, but on the entire global financial system. And with Bitcoin recently reaching $100,000, the momentum behind this movement is undeniable. The Trump administration's strategy isn't just about economic growth, it's about leading a financial revolution, one that reimagines how we safeguard wealth, regulate industries, and embrace innovation on a global scale. But with all this potential comes significant questions. Can America truly become the crypto capital of the world? Will regulation and adoption move quickly enough to keep pace with innovation? And how will traditional financial institutions respond to this transformative shift? What do you think? Is Bitcoin destined to become the cornerstone of the global financial system, or are there challenges that could slow or derail its progress? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.